You know what's... Oh, damn it. You know what's one tradition you should never forget, Kobe?
What's that?
Check your candy. What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This? What's going on, guys? Happy Halloween.
That's right. This is Halloween weekend.
Right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are filming this in the past, and we don't know how
Halloween's gonna look.
So we don't know if there's any trick-or-treaters.
Yeah. See what you did there.
Or Halloween parties, but no matter what, hopefully you guys are having fun safely.
And if we're all still quarantined, you should be watching this movie.
Exactly. It's an easy include to your Halloween playlist.
Yeah, it really is. It really is one of my favorite Halloween movies. I know I hadn't seen it when it first came out, and like you recommended to me a couple years ago, and that's the first time I saw it. But yeah, no, this is definitely like, it's not overly gory, it's not overly scary.
Yep.
I mean, pretty much it's R, so not all ages, but like, yeah. I mean,
but for an R-rated Halloween film, it's pretty tamed.
Yeah.
As far as the subject matter goes.
Right.
The only reason really this is rated R is because it's not overly gory, but there's some pretty gory parts, and you only get one flash of one pair of boobs.
Of boobings, yeah.
So that's really the only reason why. But yeah, I feel like still, like, kids watch. You don't know what kids are watching nowadays, and they've probably seen worse things than this movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? So this is probably a movie you could watch with like your 13-year-old kid.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this would be a good kind of like first rated R horror movie.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And plus it has probably one of the most adorable Halloween mascots until the mask is off. Then it looks like a Power Ranger villain.
It so does.
But I love the fact that so if you guys don't know what movie we're doing, it is 2008's Trick or Treat. Let me get the year for you guys. 2007's Trick or Treat. That was released in December, weirdly.
Right, because obviously December, a good time to release a Halloween movie.
Just preparing for the year after. But yeah, and it has probably one of the most adorable like little mascots of Halloween. It is Sam, aka Samhain, but the way that you spell it is Samhain. I'm not too sure.
Yes.
But I just love the fact that he's walking around in one of those undergarment long johns, and it has like the butt flap. So I could never really use that.
Right. Yeah.
But I kind of want to just because it has a butt flap.
Yeah. And then a little burlap sack for his head.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Do long johns have a front flap?
They don't.
So wait, how are you supposed to pee then? Is it like one of those one piece things that girls wear that they have to take the whole thing off to? Are you not supposed to pee? Like
I am not sure. I've never. I guess in my grown years, I have not worn one that I remember how to do that. I live in Vegas, so it is even in the winter. It's too hot for that.
I know. Well, like in my mind, the first time I ever seen long johns was probably like in a Western film.
Yes.
And I keep thinking, you know what? There's not enough available water where they have to pee in the middle of the night.
Okay.
But there's a whole lot of moonshine.
Yes.
Oh, man. So if you guys haven't ever seen Trick or Treat
with the R,
with just an R,
not like pirate R.
It is a anthology movie that was released in 2007. And it's pretty much it's not one linear storyline, but a whole bunch of intermingled.
Yeah, so I guess it's 4 stories that are...
Let's look it up.
Intermingled?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So we got 4 stories with a whole bunch of different characters, but they're all mixing together somehow.
Yes.
Because it's in a small town, in a fictional town of Warren Valley, Ohio. And so, yeah, I always kind of wanted to go to small towns for like these holidays because they always make it a big deal. You know, which is awesome because like, you know, when you're living in a larger metropolitan like city, I mean, there's like celebrations, but not one as unified as like small towns are.
Right. It's kind of like, guys, I guess like a city, you got like a block party, but like a small town, it's like a festival.
Right. It's like the entire main street is just for that day. Which what it looks like in here, right? Because there's like a parade, a Halloween parade going.
Yeah, and they definitely have some shots that are very suburban, and then some shots that are more of like to show the downtown with like the stores and stuff.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to really go linear, like as explaining the whole thing with this one,
right?
Because they're all just small stories. But I'm gonna go through the gist of what the movie is about, and then me and Colby will just talk about the shorts as their own little story. Yep. And so the main villain, I guess, of this movie. Well, he's not really a villain. So Sam,
almost like
sackhead boy,
the quiet narrator.
Yeah, he is the quiet narrator of it, but he's supposed to be the embodiment of the spirit of Halloween. Yeah. And so if you break the rules of Halloween, he's going to kill you. Which you could see throughout the entire, from all of the short stories that we have in this thing. Because he's either a watcher or he is an enforcer of the Halloween spirit.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And so we do start off with the opening where a husband wakes up from his slumber. And he goes downstairs to check on his wife, but he doesn't see her. He goes outside because she was going to start taking Halloween decorations down. And then when he uncovers one of the ghost scarecrows, it's his wife with a lolly stuffed into her mouth. Yeah. And that's how we really start the story.
And that's actually the first rule too, because he tells her, don't blow out, let the pumpkin stay lit, don't blow it out, and she's like, why? And he's like, because it's the rule of Halloween, you gotta leave the pumpkin lit,
right? Yeah, because like there's a lot of these, like I'm thinking they're like pagan ideas of like the spirit of Halloween, right? Or whatever it's supposed to be, where, you know, masks were supposed to hide you from the creatures that came out for Halloween, and these jack-o'-lanterns that are lit with candles are supposed to lead, I don't know, like maybe lead these monsters away or keep them away or lead you home safely.
Right, because it's there's the autistic girl that we meet a little later, and she kind of goes a little into like the actual lore of Halloween. Like it's supposed to be the day between fall and winter, that the veil between Earth and the beyond is the thinnest. Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure, like the person who created this movie probably did his extensive research because right, yeah, and so that's pretty much, she's pretty much letting you know what the real spirit of Halloween is supposed to be. But yeah, Sam, or Sackboy, is pretty. That's a horrible name.
Well, but then that was the name of the PlayStation mascot. The little big planet, where it's just like Sack Boys, and he's pretty much a Sack Boy too. Yeah. But yeah, so we get to our first story. It's called Principal, with a pretty famous actor. It's Dylan Baker.
Yeah, definitely a face I recognized.
Yeah, he was in that one movie, I think it was called Happiness, where he was a pedophile, and he plays up the creepy factor really well.
He does. He does in this one as well.
What do you think it is about his face? Do you just...
Maybe it's because he looks so innocent that like he does creepy well because it's not something you expect to come out of him.
Yeah, he kind of just looks like your like regular old H&R Block accountant.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And he plays a principal in this, and so it's to the T. Like that's what you expect a principal to look like.
And so there is a kid that is vandalizing pumpkins. He's also the same kid from I think Santa's Boy or Santa's Bad Santa.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And so as he's raiding this person's candy jar where it says not home, take one.
Yeah, and he's just dumping the whole thing into his bag.
I mean, that's what we all did. Let's be honest. It's like, oh, I only got one stop today. But the prince, he's a prince. Dylan Baker in here is a principal, and he catches him in the act, and he's like, don't lie over candy. It's and so he sits down with him on the stoop, and as they're talking, the kid is eating, and he's carving a pumpkin. But this is where we get the quote where he tells the kid, one tradition you should never forget is check your candy.
Always check your candy.
And that's a pretty old...
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you ever get that growing up? Like, did
totally.
Your mom
always. Yeah, my parents always
inspected the candy?
Inspected all the candy. I even remember a couple years when I was younger where the hospitals would allow you to bring your candy sacks in, and they would run them through the x-ray machine to see if there was any metallic objects.
Yeah.
So, like, people couldn't put fish hooks or razor blades into your candy.
So it was serious like that?
Yeah, and that was... Yeah. It was... Yeah. I always felt like I knew... Like, we didn't go trick-or-treating in, like, weird neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So I always knew everybody, so I figured my parents just were like, I like Milky Ways. So I'm going to have to double-check all these Milky Ways with my tummy.
But as soon as Dylan Baker's character says that, the kid starts vomiting profusely.
Yes.
It is... exorcist levels of vomit coming out, and as he's trying to drag the kid into the house, there's trick-or-treaters that come, which is the kids from the second story, high school bus massacre, and he's covered in blood, and they're like, "Oh my God, Principal Wilkins, your costume is so real, like."
Because it's like a chocolatey barf, so it could be blood in like the dark.
Right. But yeah, he sends them away. He gives them candy. He gives them the pumpkin that they asked for that was supposedly for a scavenger hunt. And then this is where we see he starts to dig a hole in the backyard to put a body in.
Yep.
But that body seems like it's still alive because it's still moving. And as he's trying to dig, his son from the upstairs, innocent looking curly headed kid, is just like, Dad, I'm home from trick-or-treating, let's go carve some pumpkins now.
Right.
And it's
you gotta help me. I never do good with the eyes. You gotta help me carve the eyes.
And as he's doing that, he's struggling with this body. Then his next door neighbor, who is also in the last part of the film,
right, and
he's prevalent throughout the entire film as well. He's pretty famous too.
Yeah,
he was in Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah. They get
was it the same guy who's the wheelchair guy from Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. But he finally buries this guy after they have like a little talk. And as he's walking in, he sees his neighbor, and he's like screaming help. But he's just like, screw you, old man.
Yeah, he's kind of a douchebag. So yeah, when he's like screaming help, they're just like, yeah, whatever, help yourself.
Yeah. and so the Principal Wilkins makes his way downstairs, and it looks like he's gonna help his son carve a pumpkin.
But it also kind of looks like he's going to kill his son.
Right, which would also stem with the same character that he had in Happiness, where he told his son that he would never molest him, but he'd touch himself. It is such a bad movie. Have you ever seen it?
I don't think I have.
It is traumatizing to watch. But yeah, and then he goes in to stab, and you think he stabs his kid.
Right, because you see this little splatter of blood.
But what does he stab, Colby?
He stabs the fat kid who barfed all over the place. Who's
Headless.
Headless.
And then his son is like, I never do well with the eyes.
And he's like, well, here, hold the knife like this. I'll show you again.
Oh, yeah, it was such a good twist because you thought, I was like, all right, he's either going to kill this kid or they're really just going to carve a pumpkin.
Right.
Which was neither.
It was neither.
And that's like, oh, is this kid going to be evil too? And so it really kind of takes you, like, it kind of catches you off guard, which was the fun part of this. They feel almost like Tales from the Crypt, like, shorts.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Or a creep show. Or
yeah, exactly. So it's real fun. Colby, do you want to talk about the high school bus massacre?
See, now, like, when I started watching this, for some reason, I remembered this one being the last story. And then it was in the middle, and it was like, oh, is the movie over already? And then it kept going. I was like, oh, well, man, it's weird how I remember the stories on this.
Well, because you also got to remember, like, because, like, there's so much, like, intertwining of, like, all the stories and characters, you feel like the surprise party was before this, and then high school bus massacre was before the attack on Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to go talk about? Do you want to talk about the high school?
So it's basically the three kids who visited the principal and asked for their pumpkin. So they're collecting pumpkins for, they said, UNICEF.
Yeah.
Scavenger hunt for UNICEF. And then they go in there. They're continuing to collect pumpkins, and they meet up with a boy. I don't know why I said it like that. That's weird. Who has a shopping cart where he has collected some pumpkins as well. And then they're like, well, we need one more. And then they stop. They go to this house that has a ton of pumpkins. And it happens to be like the fifth person that they wanted to bring on this, wherever they're going. Mm. And so she is autistic.
Well, so they use it's the old word that we would mentally, they called her mentally challenged,
right?
But one of the kids was like, no, she's just a savant. You know, but I'm pretty sure that just I don't know if that just means autistic,
right? And then they're like they tell the head girl tells the boy, she's like, we need her to come with us, so do your thing. And so he kind of pulls his mask off, and he's kind of a little Rico Suave for 14, and he's like, hey, how you doing? Did you carve all these pumpkins yourself? They look fantastic. You want to come with us?
Well, like, so you have to see they're like 14 years old, right?
Yeah.
But that little blonde girl, the head cheerleader girl, is already super manipulative.
Right.
Where she's already telling this young strapping lad to use his wily charms.
Yeah.
On this girl.
Yeah. So she's like, sure, of course I'll come. Because when the cute kid in school is like, you should come, you do.
You go.
Yeah.
Right.
Boy or girl. Yeah,
right.
So, and then they go out they take their pumpkins out to the quarry, and they get to the quarry, and the blonde manipulative girl, she tells a story about a bus massacre where there was a bus of 8 kids that were troubled kids, and all the parents didn't love their children. And they every day they shipped or I guess maybe weekly, they shipped their kids out of town to go to school because they were the 8 troublesome kids. And then they had enough. And as a group, the parents paid the bus driver to just disappear with the kids.
Jeez, yeah. And then when they say troubled, they just mean like mentally challenged. Or, because obviously, as everything that was happening in this flashback or this storytelling, you could tell like the kids didn't know what was happening, except for the vampire kid.
Right. Yeah, so the bus driver checks them all. They are all kind of chained to their seats.
Like, first of all, you're not chaining me anywhere.
But I guess as a bus driver, you got kids who are mentally challenged and they may get up and run around like.
No,
and
Colby.
It's true.
Well, it was like the 70s. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, this was in the olden times.
The olden times.
Way back in the 70s, when you could just chain a kid to a bus seat because they would get up and run around.
Yeah, we'll go.
And so the bus driver's giving them all a piece of candy to kind of calm them down, and one of the kids breaks free and jumps into the driver's seat of the bus because he's like, wrong direction.
Yeah.
And starts to try to drive the bus and drives it into the quarry.
Yeah. And so the group of kids say like, no one's ever seen the driver.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then they were like, what happened to the driver? No one's ever seen him, and all the kids died because
they were all chained.
The quarry's so deep that the bus sank so low that nobody ever found it. And then that's why they had to collect 8 pumpkins, because it was 1 pumpkin for each spirit of these children. And then they were going to bring it down into the quarry to appease the spirits of the children.
Yeah. And
so then the manipulative girl, her friend, and the cute boy, they're like, well, the little elevator, this rickety-ass old elevator that takes us down, only holds 3 people at a time. So we're going to go down, and then we'll send it back up to you, and then you can come down with little pirate boy and bring the rest of the pumpkins.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, because she's not thinking anything about it, because she's a little special herself.
She's not quick on the uptake.
Yeah. So, elevator comes up, they get in, and then her and the little pirate boy get in with the rest of the pumpkins. They go down, and then they're like, I don't know where they're at. And then you could see like
the pumpkins,
the 3 pumpkins that they had brought down. They're like, no, and then they slowly go out, and then so the girl and little pirate boy are freaking out. They're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And she's like, stay in the elevator, I'll go check, because that's a brave ass kid. I would have been like, let's go back up and we will go home and never speak of this again.
Let's go up, get back to the top, throw away the key, because ghosts can use machines just in case, but maybe they can't turn keys. Oh yeah, so she goes to check what's going on.
Yeah, and the 3 kids have decided to play a prank and pretend to be the spirits of the 8 dead children, and they kind of and scare the crap out of our poor little witch girl, and she falls and hits her head.
Yeah, and
loses her glasses as well.
Yeah, which is always rough. And but you know what? To be fair, those kids put a lot of thought of it, because they even had like sausage links to play as a little pirate boy's intestines.
Yep. Yeah, and it was a full set of new costumes down in the quarry. So yeah, they had to have gone down there earlier that day and set it all up. But it turns out that in playing that, they have awoken the real spirits, and you actually see the smashed upside down bus. Yeah. So you know that the story was real. And then the real spirits start to come and attack them, and the girl just gets in the elevator and is like, deuces, boop.
That one I did feel kind of bad for the strapping young lad, because he did partake in the prank, but he was the first one to stop the prank and console her.
Yes, when she fell, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is supposed to scare you, not hurt you.
Yeah, exactly. And then and he was probably the most compassionate.
Yeah.
Of it. I mean, like, when you're a kid, you want to play stupid pranks like that,
right?
But she ended up just leaving him at the bottom too.
Yeah. And so she's got her 1 pumpkin that's still lit. She goes up. As she's coming out, she looks over and she sees Sam,
Right.
And Sam just kind of is like, doo-doo-doo, and walks by her.
Well, because she had the pumpkin.
Because she got a pumpkin.
You know, she's respecting the traditions of Samhain.
Yep. And then she just walks home.
Oh, yeah. So we get to the third story. It is called Surprise Party. So we've been having little glimpses of these group of girls. One is a blonde, and then the main girl that we really focus on is this brunette.
Right. Rogue. From
yeah,
the X-Men movie.
Yeah, Rogue. It is Rogue, yeah.
Or Sookie from True Blood.
Oh, I never watched True Blood.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I heard there's boobs in it. So.
There's.
So we've been following her a little bit. It's sort of their conversation just seems like, you know, she's this shy girl, probably from like a small town. She's probably been going to college, but she's stayed a virgin this whole time.
Right, and her friends are all making fun of her, like, you virgin. This is your first time. You got to make it happen tonight.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
she's like, I want it to be special. And they're like, no, it's Halloween. Make it happen.
Right.
Find somebody.
But she has separated from her group of girls because they decided to hop in a news van
because
with a
they're
group of
sluts,
guys.
and they're like, dudes here, and the dudes are like, okay, and they're like, we're all.
I mean, to be fair, like, they're very attractive. And if I was just a local cameraman for a small town, I'm like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
But so as Anna Paquin, or Rogue,
yep,
is sort of just like trudging through town trying to look for a guy to spend or to do it with her first time with. The Principal Wilkins is dressed up like a vampire, biting people,
yes,
and killing them.
Right.
Because earlier he does sort of like a Jack the Ripper kill on this one girl, and then leaves her on the street because everyone looks all bloodied.
Yeah.
And closes her eyes. So Lori does end up trying to make her way to the party because her sister calls and says, "Oh, I got this young guy for you," and it's just an old dude in a baby outfit, which has to be like the worst outfit for Halloween ever.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
He
he is not who you want your first time to be with.
Yeah. But as she's making her way, Principal Wilkins in his vampire costume attacks Lori. And at this point, where her sister's worried about her, but all of a sudden, Little Red Riding Hood drops down, and she's afraid that it's her sister.
Yeah.
When she looks, though, it is Principal Wilkins,
and he's all tied up underneath the Little Red Riding Hood hood.
And at this point, you're like, what's happening? And unfortunately for Principal Wilkins, it is you cannot play monster with real monsters.
Right. Yeah, and at that point, you don't know. You like, oh, maybe that's why he was carving up Fat Kid's head, because maybe he really is a vampire, because he's got vampire teeth, and he just like bit some girl, and then she's bleeding from the neck, and now next scene she's dead.
But then we start to learn something is very odd, because he's trying to ask these girls for help. The sister, Anna Paquin, Rogue, she shows up. Her sister's like, "Oh, thank God you're fine." And, and then all the girls just go about their business.
Right, yep.
And then Principal Wilkins looks around, and it's like, oh, my God, it's a bunch of dead dudes. Is this... Like, in my mind, when I first saw this movie, I was like, oh, my God, it's a whole bunch of succubus. They're going to do me to death. Just, to be fair, it's not a bad way to go out.
Yeah, there could be worse ways to die.
But as Anna Paquin is saying, like, oh, this is my first time, I'm nervous, you're like, what's going on? And then she straddles him.
Yep.
As the other girls start to dance, like, very erotically, weirdly enough. They start to take off their clothes, and you're like, okay.
Which goes again with the succubus,
right? Like, all right, and then the skin starts to shed off.
It is weirdly impressive.
Oh yeah.
Werewolf transformation.
It looks also very painful. Maybe not to them, because as they're transforming, they've probably been used to it.
Right.
But they're like cutting each other's skin so they could burst out of it.
Yeah.
It is a very cool transformation, especially when you see Rogue's like back, her spine just like gets 2 times larger, and then the face slowly starts to, and then maybe before she could fully transform like her sister, because she's like watching her Rogue get her first kill in, she doesn't fully transform.
Right.
So maybe they have to do this first kill so they can fully transform.
Yeah.
But it was surprise party. It pretty much is like the coolest part of this whole thing, the transformation sequence.
This rivals transformations from any werewolf show that I've seen or movie. It really is pretty impressive, and it's a very interesting way that it's like the skin is like a real skin suit, and they have to like peel the skin off.
Oh, it's so gross. They all come out looking like newborn babies with like all that goop on them.
They're a little juicy, yeah.
Kobe, do you want to do our last story?
Okay, and then the last story is it is the crickety old neighbor who was checking out the principal and been like, why were you out in the backyard? So he is very much not in the spirit of Halloween, and he is like, kids go away, and he's got this great like little mask that goes on his dog that like has like light up eyes. He's got a very yappy dog, so he anytime kids walk up, he opens the door and his dog starts yapping, and there's like these glowing eyes that are coming out of the darkness and scare the bejesus out of the kids.
Well, to be fair, that's sort of in the spirit of Halloween.
It is.
It is a trick.
That is true. That is true.
Well, what happens as soon as the kids drop their candy and he takes it all in?
So he takes the candy in, and then he eats it.
Yeah, which you should, spoils of war.
Right. But then his house gets egged.
Yeah.
And as he's angrily yelling at the kids through the door who have just egged, he sees what looks like the kids running into his backyard. So he follows into the backyard. Dog runs out. This is like kind of like the connection over, because the dog runs over to the fence and's barking through the fence. And so you see a little bit of why he's so agitated, rude to his neighbor who was burying a dead body, because he thinks that it's the kids hiding over there, but it turns out it wasn't. And it's just the dog is now over there because that's the one person who's outside. So the dog's just all like, because it's a yappity ass dog. Cute, but that dog needed to shut up.
Colby's a cat person. So if you guys wonder where all this dog hate is coming from.
I grew up with dogs, so it's not like I hate dogs. I hate
yappy ones.
I have learned to love cats more.
So what happens when he gets back into the house?
So he gets back into the house, and is that where he sees something?
He hears something upstairs.
Yeah. And then his dog goes running upstairs.
Yeah.
And then he hears his dog like, yipe, yipe. So he pulls the shotgun off of the mantle.
Nice.
He heads upstairs, goes into his bedroom, and there's like a hand. It's just a hand.
It's like one of those like Halloween store
hands. That's kind of moving.
That was underneath his sheets. And then all of a sudden,
out of nowhere, Sam jumps on him and slices his Achilles tendon, or like
no, because he still walks.
Yeah, it's right. It's a little up.
He stabs him in the calf, and then all over the walls it says,
"Oh, right, it's a
trick or treat,
smell my feet." It's all like written in blood. There's a big flaming pumpkin. He sees Sam and he goes to shoot and just blows the hell out of the pumpkin, misses Sam.
Yeah,
and then Sam's gone.
It's pretty much the Chucky complex,
yes.
Where like it's just a little tiny thing, but it moves. It moves so fast. It's like trying to fight Yoda as a full-grown man.
That's a great way to say it. Yeah.
But they get into this like huge scuffle.
Right. Oh, and then when he gets stabbed in the back of the leg, it's a candy bar. He gets stabbed with a razor blade that's in a candy bar, so it's like the handle's still like a Baby Ruth.
But he peels it back so slowly. Oh. Well, yeah, we do get this huge fight between them.
Right.
Krieg ends up taking off the sack mask.
Right, grabs the mask and pulls it, and that's where you get super creepy.
Like it's a pumpkin head.
Deformed baby pumpkin head.
Yeah.
It looks like in the old laboratories, like movies where you have like the little tiny baby body
head.
And the giant head. Like to me it looked like that, like the baby head in the jar. But then it also looked like a whitish pumpkin.
Yeah.
Giant eyes. Very, very creepy.
Yeah. But he does end up getting blown in the chest by a shotgun.
Yes.
But regenerates.
And surprisingly, he gets blown in the chest. Guy walks over, shoots a second time in the chest. Double tap. Yeah. Smart man. It's not just like, I think I hit him, he's probably dead. But the second time he shoots him, it's pumpkin guts. It's like pumpkin spew.
But you cannot defeat the spirit of Halloween so easily, Colby.
You cannot.
But
so he that's when he runs to the front door to try to get out. The Sam is like crawling across the ceiling very creepily. That's where he then makes more contact with the principal next door.
Yeah.
That's where he screams help, and the principal's just like, screw you.
Yep.
Sam attacks him again, and then basically kind of lets him live.
Well, because when Sam goes in for the kill, he ends up stabbing the chocolate bar.
Yes.
And it's because this old cranky man has not been giving people candy. And so he takes the candy that he steals from him as a treat.
Yep.
And ends up leaving. And so after this whole segment is done, all the stories start to kind of come together in this one neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then you see old cranky man. He starts to give out candy very generously.
Yep.
We see the girls in a car drunk and partying. We see Principal Wilkins' son dressed up like his dad handing out candy.
Yep.
And then
and you see the
couple from the
beginning.
Couple from the beginning. Yeah, they're going home, and then this is where the husband who plays Gadriel in Supernatural say, "Oh, don't put the candle out. You should, it's still Halloween. Just leave it on for tonight." And then this is probably what got her killed, because she's like, "It's over.
Yep.
Halloween is over." And then the old cranky man ends up opening the door for another pair of trick-or-treaters, but then we find out it's the dead kids. And earlier in his segment, we see that he was the bus driver.
Yep.
End of movie. Kobe, what was your favorite segment in this movie? Sexy Wolf Party.
Probably Sexy Wolves.
Sexy Wolf Party.
There was a lot of them that like I didn't really expect.
Yeah.
Probably the most unexpected thing throughout was the principal. Like, I didn't expect him to be like to have killed to have been carving the fat kid's head into a pumpkin. And then when he was the vampire, I didn't expect it to be the principal under that mask.
Right.
And then I didn't expect him to also be out and about killing people so openly on Halloween.
I mean, smart man.
Yeah.
But that's not what you want. You don't want a smart serial killer. You want one that doesn't know about public cameras and CCTVs.
Right. Yeah.
No. So like one of my, I want to say, Sexy Wolf Party, just because it was a pretty good surprise.
Yes.
But there's something about small town lore that like kind of gets me liking the Halloween massacre bus.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like every small town in anywhere has some sort of like terrible, tragic backstory that, as the years go on, become like this huge, like, lore for the entire community.
Yeah. Was the house at the end of the street that's haunted, that's owned by somebody who,
right?
Yeah,
or the
whatever.
abandoned hospital that used to house tuberculosis patients is now super haunted. Oh, I heard Dr. Whatever used to experiment on those tuberculosis patients. It's always some crazy, like, stuff. And I always think, I was like, thank God I was born in the 80s because they used to throw women in insane asylums just for being lesbian.
It's crazy.
I mean, I do like the Principal Wilkins in there because, he just seems like a really busy person. Like, he keeps busy.
Yeah.
But I also, what I took away from that was, like, even though, maybe in that town you're the biggest bad, there's always going to be something out there that's badder than you.
Right. Yep.
And so, him getting eaten by these werewolves feels like just dessert.
Right. It's a little karma.
Yeah. Because, I just felt so bad for the girl he killed while he was a vampire because she tried to see his face, and he stopped her from doing it.
Yeah.
And then she was probably a little drunk, so she didn't mind like the.
Well, she doesn't even say that. She was like, "Why don't we just get another drink?" And he's like, "Nope."
Yeah, he's just like super passionate, and it's one of those things where like you could only do when you're young because you're like, oh, let's just get crazy, like. But unfortunately, that ended up being her downfall. Maybe it seems like she was on some sort of drug.
Quite possibly.
Because she was getting bit with these prosthetic vampire fangs all over her body, and she didn't notice. And then as she was trying to run away, she was probably drunk or maybe on some drugs. She was stumbling.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was...
And that's pretty much why everybody kind of ignored her, because she kind of like, I'm drunk, and she fell and there's like a parade going on, and then
right behind her there was a whole bunch of people that just looked like her.
Yeah, yep, they were all bloody, and they were just like kind of like
yeah.
stoned and hanging out,
which is unfortunate. Like I feel like it's kind of scary because when you think about it, it feels like that's something that probably happens a lot during Halloween.
Right.
Which is, I don't know. I'm always the type of person to take things seriously on the off chance that it could be real.
Right. I always just remember like in real life, there was somebody who got killed in a haunted house.
Yeah.
And his body was there for like 3 days, and they didn't realize it. But people who were walking through didn't realize it wasn't a prop until it started to smell. And then the people who worked there was like, why is it so stinky? Somebody like gets sick back here, and then they
I do remember that
in the afternoons or whatever, they were cleaning it and they found a actual dead body.
Yeah, see, that's insane to me. But the crazy thing is like I don't really do haunted houses because I'm a very jumpy person, and then when I'm jumpy, I punch things. This is why I'm never allowed in Knott's Berry Farm during Halloween time. But if it was me, I would have walked into that haunted house and I'd be like, man, it even smells real. Like, no questions asked,
Right, yep. And I'm sure people thought that too, probably.
Right, and it's so weird. So, like, I mean, it's pretty recent, but like these sort of crazier haunted houses have been popping up where you're getting kidnapped or abducted, where you have to sign a waiver and all that stuff. Like there's videos I've seen, ones in California where like some people even throw up, and like
you win $1,000 if you could spend 6 hours in the haunted house or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think watching scary movies is enough for me.
Right. When I'm home alone and I scream like a girl, nobody makes fun of me.
Yeah, but like they also like there's ones where like they like tie them up like they're
The kidnapping ones were.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, because if I can't scratch my nose when I want to, I'm gonna be very, very pissed off.
Right. Yeah.
It is a form of torture. And then you know what? The great thing about this movie is the director who also directs the Godzilla movies.
What?
This is why he hasn't come out with a Trick or Treat 2. Is a very heavy believer in practical effects.
Yep.
This is why Kobe loves the wolf transformation so much.
It is. It's no CGI on that. It's
I know, especially nowadays where it's just so easy to do the CGI thing.
Yeah.
Where you see the hair and the nails grow on the body, but this one is it's much more visceral.
Right. But man, I really love how well the stories intermingle with each other.
Yeah.
Because there's like even little snippets of the different stories kind of woven into each one.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're at the when the vampires is attacking people at the parade, you see the guy and the girl who are like the robot and the spaceman, who are the couple who got killed at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And then like you said, when the at the end when the old man comes out.
Everyone comes in,
and then you see the girls drive by in the car because they're going to the party. Yeah. I mean, it's well done.
Oh yeah, because the timeline you don't even. Yeah, because. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The timeline is a little weird, but yeah.
And there's even a part where you hear a sound when the kids are down in the quarry, and the one girl says, "Oh, it sounds like werewolves."
Yeah, so it's awesome because sometimes when there's these many stories in one film, it feels almost forced when they try to tie in the other stories into each other's stories. This one, it just felt way more organic because even so for the Halloween bus massacre, the kids go to that one teacher's house. There's a house party, and then we see a dude in a hot dog costume, wiggling the hot dog part on a girl's butt as they're dancing, and then later on in the in the surprise werewolf party, we see that he's one of the dead bodies that the girls have eaten.
Yeah.
So it's nice because. I think this is a little bit before the whole Easter egg thing really became mainstream.
Yeah.
Where and the director, I'm pretty sure he did this on purpose because he wants people to every time they rewatch it, they catch something new.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Now I've seen it probably 4 or 5 times, and there were still things like that that I was catching this time watching it that I don't remember ever seeing before.
Yeah, the hot dog guy, I just noticed it. I was like, oh, that's the hot dog guy.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time I noticed the girl in the robot costume walking at the parade.
Yeah. And the girl who's in the robot costume, she's pretty big too. She's in a lot of supporting roles.
Yeah,
I've seen her. So they have some pretty decently big names in here, but more supporting characters, not too many main stars.
Right.
I guess for me the biggest main star was probably Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
because this would have been probably right around that time. Yeah,
I think this was after this. 2007 is probably right after the second X-Men movie.
Yep. Yeah.
But before Last Stand, I believe. Oh no! This is after Last Stand, because Last Stand came out in 2006.
Okay. Yeah.
And then this came out. Yeah. So she was a pretty big name at this point, right? I don't know if she's been in a lot of things lately. You said True Blood,
right?
But I haven't really seen her anything else. But yeah, this movie is just a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, if you guys are building a 31 days of Halloween movie list.
Oh, this deserves. I would really even put this in that final week, that Halloween week.
7 days of Halloween.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely it's fun enough. It's light enough. It has a right balance of a lot of the things you love about Halloween, where you get these like small town horror stories, you get monsters, you get real monsters.
Right.
I don't know which one's which.
And it's got real story. It's not just like hack and slash. It's got a little bit of gore, but not over the top.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's kind of like you said, maybe 13-year-old and up.
Yeah.
Would be like, this would be great. Kind of like,
yeah,
this is my first rated R Halloween movie.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the nice pair of breasts that were in here, it probably could have been a PG-13 movie.
Nowadays it may have been able to slip in there.
But this is exactly what the director did. A little slip in there of some boobs. So we're getting to our hour mark soon. So Colby, if you guys don't know, we always do our ratings at the end of the film, or the episode. If you guys, if this is the first time you've been with us, we do our rating system in 4 tiers. We have Stream It, DVD It, Blu-ray It, and Ultimate Box Collection. Colby, where you at with this one?
This has got to be Blu-ray. Like, this has definitely got serious rewatchability. It's one of those things you could put it on in a party, and you don't have to pay full attention to it. And at a Halloween party, it could just be the background. But yeah, I mean, like, you could sit down and watch. Like I said, this is the 4th or 5th time I've seen this, and like sit down and like really watch it and really enjoy it every time.
Yeah.
I don't know what would be
Ultimate Box Collection
box with this.
It'll be this movie, Halloween, because there's a pumpkin in there, and God, what's another Halloween movie? I know there's a Jack-o'-lantern movie out there somewhere.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkin. Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Actually, we gotta take out Halloween, because if it's gonna be goofy, yeah, it's definitely gonna be in a 3-pack movie, and it's gonna be either a pumpkin.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't know. I was something with the lollipop, because he's got that lollipop that he actually ends up using as a weapon.
Little stabby stab.
And yeah,
he bites it to make it into a stabbing mechanism.
I could even see that. You get the like the Blu-ray, and then it comes with like a little statue of that like bitten lollipop, and you can just kind of sit on top of your DVD player or your Blu-ray player. And then
on the stem of the lollipop, it says "not for stabbing." Because you gotta inform people.
Right.
That's why we have caution hot on McDonald's coffee cups.
That's true.
Yeah, for me it's easy. It's definitely Blu-ray, because I already own it on Blu-ray. Boom. But yeah, it's definitely as for somebody who loves like scary movies, Halloween stuff, definitely an easy watch for me. It's super easy to show people and recommend it to people, because even we have a friend, she will not be named. We have a friend who is a huge scaredy cat on horror films, and for this one, she was just like, "Oh, this one was fun," and there's like a little cute sack boy.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is it playing? It's on Shudder.
No, it's not on Shudder.
It's not on Shudder.
It's only, I think, on Amazon Prime and Vudu, which is kind of makes sense. Vudu.
So, yeah. So Amazon's where I saw it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you have Shudder, you would probably be already pretty familiar with this movie, because this is, I had never heard of it when it came out, but I think it has really picked up in like cult status to become like a real Halloween tradition kind of movie.
Right, and director, I think his name is like Daughtery or something. In 2017, he said Michael Daughtery. Daughtry. In 2017, after he said he was gonna make a second one, I think you have to make this into a trilogy, though.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Like, the last one could be like the origin story of Sam and how he came to be.
I don't know. Sometimes that ruins things for me. Like,
does it? Oh, you like the mystery?
I like the mystery. Like, because we had done All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, with Terrifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to know. Like, I love that he's just there and he's just this creepy clown. I don't need to know where he came from.
And so you just want Sackboy to just be this mysterious Sackboy.
Right. Yeah, he could just be the spirit of Halloween and we could just leave it at that.
Oh, you're going to hate it when you find out that he was like a child that was sacrificed in pagan times or... And that would just ruin it for you.
Like that.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, like I'm kind of a sucker for origin stories. I don't know why. Sometimes it's better. Like the Annabelle origin story was better than the first Annabelle.
Oh no, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, like, but I do like the anthology storytelling part of this.
Oh yeah.
Because then he just becomes like a figure, like Santa Claus. You know, we don't need a Santa Claus origin story,
right?
You know, we just want more stuff, and I think enough time has passed where it could, like, he could probably do 2 more movies with fresh batches of new stories.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like, you know, there could be one where like no one went for trick-or-treating and he just has to kill a whole town. And then at the end, the townspeople was like, we have to celebrate Halloween. There's this crazy dude in long johns and a sack mask killing people.
But he's both cute and creepy enough that he could be the official, like, Halloween
mascot.
Like, I could
it's
really
the button
see
eyes.
that if they made a couple sequels to this.
Right? Because, I mean, like, I think we have this empty slot for the Halloween mascot.
Yeah.
You know, because for the longest time, it was Michael Myers.
Right. Or for, like, kids, you got, like, the Great Pumpkin. But that he was more, like, you didn't ever really see him. He was just that Charlie Brown myth.
Yeah.
But to be, like, an actual... Yeah, I think this fits better than Michael Myers does.
Yeah, and then, you know, he's cute enough where... Like all the girls that are into like Halloween stuff are like, oh, he's so adorable. And then for the girls that aren't into Halloween, like aren't into like horror stuff, could be like, oh, he's cute, but I hate that he's creepy.
Right. Yep.
But why do I want a doll? Oh, guys, well, we're getting to our hour. I hope you guys enjoyed our Halloween movie month and our movie selection for this month. I hope you guys are gonna have a safe Halloween. I don't know if this
Remember, always check your candy.
I don't know if this gonna go on Halloween or before Halloween. I did not check the calendar.
Did not check the calendar either.
But if this is before Halloween, I hope you guys have a safe one. Or we all hope we here at the Who Watches This podcast hope you have a safe one.
Absolutely.
And if you guys have any recommendations that you guys want to do, please send it to our email. Our email is down below in the show notes, as our Twitter, so you can shoot us a DM and all that stuff. We will try to use it more. I apologize for that. But yeah, I hope you guys do all that.
Yeah, like I said, just like us, share us, give us some love or some hate. Review us.
Yeah, anything will do.
Yeah.
We're easy.
Yeah. Send us bagel bites or Totino's pizza rolls. The ideal movie watching snack.
But
I think that like movie theaters should start doing those instead of popcorn, because I would prefer just
a bucket of pizza
rolls. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out who does our theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. Her Bandcamp is down below. It's called Arcade Montage on the Music for Podcast 3.
Thank you.